Welcome to the Jill on Money Show. It's Monday, August 4th, and we are here trying to help you make better or sometimes just less bad financial decisions. If you need a little guidance, if you need a little assistance, cheerleading, mentoring, a little, sometimes you need a little kick in the tush, but not a serious one. We're here to help. We are not here to judge or criticize. We're just here to help. If that feels like something that is good for you and the situation you're in, get in touch with us. Go to JillOnMoney.com, click the Contact Us button, write us that note, and if you'd like to join us live, check the box. That's all you need to do. While you're on the website, don't forget to sign up for the free weekly newsletter and check out all the free stuff that lives on the website. There is a blog, there's a radio show, there are videos, there's resources. It's all there. JillOnMoney.com. Okay, today we are joined by Erica, who's on the line in Minnesota. Hello, Erica. What can we do for you today?
Hi, Jill. Thanks for taking my call. Hi, Mark. I've been working, doing the grind for a long time, over 30 years. And this past year has been the most challenging year. And I've had no flexibility, lost my balance in family, work, life, personal time. And I'm really tired.
I hear you, man. I'm with you, sister. Oh, my gosh. You know, when you go through that period of time, I think in a long career, we all go through those periods, right? Like, oh, this is going to be a bad stretch, right? It does seem harder as you get older to absorb those stretches, or maybe those stretches are getting longer, you know? And so I get that. Erica, how old are you?
I'm 51.
And you said you're married?
I'm divorced.
Okay. Kids?
3.
3. How old are they?
32, 30, and then a 14-year-old still at home with me.
Something interesting happened. I won't go into it on this program. 30 and 32 are on their own, doing okay?
They are. They're both married and thriving.
Okay, great. So the 14-year-old is home with you. Obviously, if you had a 30 and a 32-year-old, you know the drill here. So are you thinking about college for the 14-year-old?
Yes.
Money saved already for that one?
Yes, I have about $39,000 for the 14-year-old.
And is that in a 529 plan or somewhere else?
It's in my state's 529.
Okay, great. So you've been working a long time. You're fried. How much are you earning right now?
Well, it's $105,000 a year, and with an $1,800 stipend for longevity.
What does that mean, a stipend? What does that mean?
It means that I'm in education, so I have my steps and lanes, and then once I hit 25 years or more, then that's considered longevity in the district, and I get a small stipend that is paid out monthly.
And that's just plain old taxable income, right?
Correct.
Okay, so $1,800 a month stipend, $105 a year. Are you making retirement contributions on only the $105 or also the stipend?
Only the $105.
Okay. So how much do you put aside?
I have a pension, and so the pension is,
hello. Do you see how I went, ooh, okay, good.
it's 7.5% towards the pension, and then my district matches it. And I have a 403B, that's $1,800 a year, and I match that.
And how much is in the 403B right now?
The 403B, well, I have them lumped here in my writing here.
Okay.
It's 542 total and 125,000 in a Roth IRA, and then the rest is in the 403B.
Got it. What is your actual desire here? What is it that we can help you with? What is the question we're trying to answer?
I am so fried. I cannot retire with full health benefits until 62. And I have just been exploring, can I have a reduction in my work? Can I go half-time? Can I really retire if I want to at 55 if I'm so tired? I need just a few more years to have 30 years total to go towards the pension benefits so I can retire at 62. So really, I like to have optionality so that I can find that balance and peace.
It's
I'm
so
searching.
hard. So to get optionality, you at age 51, you do have to grind out 4 more years. Is that the deal?
So our district has the pension has this really nice deal where I can retire at age 62 as long as I have 30 years of service.
Mm-hmm.
But I like to have the option to retire before 62 if I wish, or go half time
Okay, but when do you get to 30 years of service, I guess is what I'm asking.
in 3 years.
In 3 years. Okay, so we have 3 more years. How much money do you need to live on?
It's $5,000 a month. That's
Mm-hmm.
with my mortgage. But at age 62, I would be done with my mortgage.
You work for 3 more years. Okay, just full time work. Okay. And if that were the case, you work for 3 more years. Now you're 54 years old. You've got your 30 years of service. You wait to actually claim your pension at age 62. Do you know what that amount would be at age 62?
Yes, it would be 5,600 a month.
So we know that you have some money that, you got this $500,000 that's already saved up in some way, shape, or form. You'll be able to live on it or maybe work a little bit of magic in terms of your maybe doing halftime or what have you. But that seems to be like very doable, right? If you were to go halftime, if that were a possibility, and you say, all right, at age 51, will the halftime work count towards the pension for that maximizing those 30 years?
Yes, it would.
Okay. So if you were to work halftime and instead of 105,000, you would have 50,000 or let's call it 52,000, right? Plus the 21,000 from the stipend, right? You would still get the stipend?
Yes, 1,800.
Right, 1,800 a month though, right?
Correct.
Okay, so that's 21 grand. Let's say that you made with the stipend about $70,000, okay? And you just put in whatever the minimum is to the pension, nothing else, no other saving. Then you could essentially live on what you earn without doing any more saving. How would you feel about that? There would be no extra saving for the 529 plan. There would be no, like, that's it. You're just going to do your pension amount. That's that. No extra saving. Can you let yourself do that? Because I think it works if you did that. It's just a question of whether they'll allow it at the system level and whether you can deal with the fact that you wouldn't be putting away more money.
That would be something that I would be willing to do it if I can. If it doesn't jeopardize my savings for the 529, which is a priority of mine, and I can still just float.
Yeah. You can actually live instead of just work, right?
Right.
You can now be like, okay, I can do this. Have you talked to them about going halftime or not?
I haven't. This is why I'm calling, is because I'm looking into this before I approach them, and just broaching them with the possibility if I am going to be asking them. I like to know that I'm okay on my end.
How much money are you putting into the 529 right now?
It's $300 a month.
Do you have money saved in the bank, just like a boring bank account kind of thing?
Yeah, I usually keep about $5,000 to $6,000 in a checking account, and then I have a $5,000 in an HYSA high yield savings account, and then about 50 grand in brokerage.
And how did you get that 50 grand in the brokerage? Just because you're making this money and you're throwing money in there? Is that how it's going for you?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, just squirreling it away.
Okay. So, and you have a job now. So, like, here's what I think. I think there's two options that look smart to me as a possibility. First of all, have you been at the same place for a long time?
Yes, has been some transitions. So the job that I was at last year that just burned me out was also in the same field, but in a leadership position, and much higher salary. And so this one is a tremendous reduction in salary. When I'm going back to this position, I've transitioned out of this other position into this one where the salary is going to be significantly lower.
And is the 105,000 the lower salary or the higher salary?
That is the lower salary.
Okay. So we don't even know that maybe even going down this level, would that be I mean, is it fair to say that you may actually be able to be okay in that place at that 105,000 level? Or do you think it's like last year was so bad in that leadership role that even at this $105,000 a year level, you're just still so fried?
Well, I'm fried. I was fried in this position, and that is the reason I went to this other position.
Oh, you went from the frying pan to the fire. Get it? Frying, fried. Okay. All right. Here's what I'm thinking. Mark, you can weigh in here. I think that there are sort of the generalized options that I see are the following. You go in and you say to them, that leadership thing almost killed me. I got a 14-year-old at home. I got to take care of this kid. And I got to take care of myself. What I'm seeking from you, district or, employer, is the options that you see in front of me. Here's what I think. And that's what I want you to do. I want you to say to them, like, don't go in saying, like, I would quit tomorrow if I could because you suck. Like, no, don't do that. Mm-hmm. But what you could do is say, you've been good to me. It's been a long run. And what I really would like to do is figure out how we can kind of give me an off-ramp, but I want to be responsible to you, the organization, right? So I think what you can say is, I'm thinking that if I were to go half-time or whatever, 3/5 time, and I were to do that, I think I could last here a much longer time. You don't have to lock yourself in. You're not signing a contract. You could just say, I think I could last longer, which is probably true, by the way. All right. Mm-hmm. So like, if you think about it, chances are that your kid is young. So we have to get this kid through college. So 14 years old. So, like in 10 years, the kid's basically done, or 12, right. Really 8 years. But you can say to them, I really believe that I could last longer if I could reduce my time. In that world, if I were to go 3/5 or half time, what would that do to my pension? How would that affect my years of service and the pension amount? And I'm just wondering, so I could look at it and really think about it. And then alternatively, what would happen if I worked for, 3 or 4 more years, let's say 3, and then, be very clear about like what the dollar amounts are. And then you should get back in touch with us. I think for you, it is important to feel like you have agency right now because you sound beaten down. Even if you had a reduced pension, even if that retirement, that $5,600 a month were a smaller amount, let's say that by doing the halftime thing, that the amount would drop down to $4,000 a month, not $5,600. So what? So what? You will be entitled to Social Security. Okay. You do have money saved, and you should be fine. I don't think that that's an issue. I think the issue is really, I would prefer that you just stop putting money into the 529, stop putting money into retirement beyond your pension, and sit still a little bit and don't put the pressure on yourself. Really, it's just not that, it's not worth it right now. We have to settle you in. We have to get you kind of stabilized emotionally, financially. And let's see, is your kid going to be the kind of kid who's going to go to a private school or a public school, you think?
I think she would definitely go to a public school. We have a really good university here, and she would be following in her middle sister's footsteps.
Great. And do you have an ex that will help you with education, or are you on your own for this?
He's doing child support, but I think when she turns 18, he's more than happy to just back off.
Funny how that is. I never heard, Mark, would you like to defend your sex here? I never heard of a woman say, you know what, I'm just going to back off on my support of my child. I've heard that from men before. I've never heard that from a woman. Just saying. Mark, you want to speak up for the men of the world or not?
I would never, ever think of doing such a thing.
I know, but it is true. We have heard that before. Mark, what do you think about our idea for Erica to get her sanity back?
Yeah, I think the conversations have to be had because, just based on the tone that I'm hearing, she's not making it until 62.
No, it's not going to be. You're not grinding out 51 to age 62. That's not happening. So the real question is what is the option? The option has to be that when you talk to them, that you're really upfront. No, not say, I can't bear it, this sucks and I hate you, but really about This is how I feel. I want to honor my tenure here. I want to do that. But I do not see a world in which I'm going to be able to do exactly what I'm doing until age 62. They know that last year was tough on you because you've already moved back to this other position, right?
Well, it's a separate school district, so it's a little complicated, but it would just be me. And the leadership position that I took on last year was with a different school district. So this is a return to my old employer.
All right. So you can even say to them, I'm so happy to be back here. I'm so grateful for this opportunity. And then try to say, I just need to understand what my options are. I don't think they'll begrudge you that. Do you sense that they would begrudge you that?
I don't know. And this has not been done, not by anybody else that I know of. But I'm willing to give it a try. Mike, I have a question for you, Joe.
Sure.
You suggested just backing off on contributions and just letting the pension just kind of grow and do its thing. But the rest of it, the $1,800 of the 403B, if I contribute that amount, the district matches it. Should I back off on that too?
I just feel like if you can get the match, you should take the match. But I just want you to have a tiny bit of anything beyond the match I would not do.
Okay. And the small amount, and I only say small, and I'm grateful for what I have. Over the years, I have shared the small amounts that I could make with children and with family.
No.
Extended family.
You're done. You got to back off on that right now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be Aunt Jill giving you a little bit of tough love on that. That you can't do. If you want to preserve optionality, it's time for Erica to put Erica first. And I know that that sounds very crass, but I am hearing in your voice real exhaustion. And I pay attention to that. I work with a lot of people like you, Erica. I know what that sounds like. I've heard from people on this program. Mark and I heard this so much during the pandemic. We would hear from healthcare workers, from educators. They were fried. That was it. They were absolutely fried. And we really listened to those voices. And I think that if you want to know like what the options are, then you have to create a lot of those options for yourself. And that is the old put the oxygen mask on your face first. Come back to us. Let us know how it goes, and we'll craft a plan. We'll look at different options for you. But right now, the whole sharing of the wealth, you've done a great job. You've socked away a lot of money, but it is time to put yourself first. Can you do that?
I would I'll give it a good crack, really.
You should, because it's, you got to stick around here, girl. You got to be there for the 14-year-old. Everyone else is going to fall in line. You already said the 30 and the 32-year-old are in good shape. And so you've done your job. You got to be there fully for this kid. You got to be there fully for yourself. Okay?
Okay.
Deep breath. All right. We're going to let you go. Anything else? Did you have all your estate documents done? I can't lose you just now. I can't let you off the hook yet. Are you done with the estate stuff?
I do. I've been exploring, I've been looking into increasing my life insurance, but the estate has been done just because of this big gap that you alluded to with the age differences between the first two and my 14-year-old.
All right. Well, let's make sure all the ducks are in a row. Don't buy any life insurance till we talk next, because I want to make sure you're buying the right kind and doing what you need. All right? Okay. You've got homework. Let's move forward slowly but surely. So if you are like Erica and you are fried and you have worked your whole life and you're just asked to do more and more and more and more, and maybe it is time for you to figure out what the options are. Mark and I are here to help you out. All you need to do is go to JillOnMoney.com, click the Contact Us button, write us a note, and if you want to join us live, check that little box. Mark will do everything else. While you're on the website, check out all of our content that lives there, including our free weekly newsletter. You must sign up for that. It comes out every single Friday. Just be clear that whatever you're doing on that website, that Contact Us button is always with you, so it follows you wherever you go. So it's always there. We're always here for you, okay? Please try to put your hands metaphorically on someone's back. Today, it's Erica's back. We're going to do that as a community. Put our arms around Erica virtually and Give her the energy she needs to navigate this next chapter. Change your work, change your wealth, change your life. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you tomorrow.